Ooh, I'm glad you caught it.
That was me.
Ooh, but you caught it though.
Yep. with my fucked up eyesight.
It's alright. Ooh, if you didn't catch that, we'd have been crying.
Karate chop. So what's up, y'all? This is Pilot 2. Did we get a respin on that, Louis? All right, this is Pilot 2. If you watch Pilot 1, you're a real one because this is Pilot 2. And you know why? Because you need another one. I'm here with Bree, Def Campus, a.k.a. the person who shot 90% of my portfolio as far as fashion.
Good times, good times.
This is one of my best friends out here. We've been kicking it for a minute.
Yeah, it's been a while.
A minute, right? Almost a decade.
Yeah.
And we always talk about how we want to start a pod, blase blah. If you follow me, then you already know how much I say that shit.
Yeah.
And now it's really coming, like, it's coming.
Here. We set it up. We took the time to do it. It's here. It'll get improvements along the way, but we here.
We here.
Pilots are cool though, because you know what? In like a year's time, 2 years time, you could look back at that pilot and be like, dang, we did a whole lot since then.
A whole lot of episodes, a whole lot of shit.
Gear, upgrades, you know?
Lighting, all types of shit.
Yeah.
But as far as this, I'm dedicated to the space. I'm dedicated to, like, keeping it going. Yeah. With whoever comes. I really just want it to be the homies and we kick shit. But I want to talk about things deeper. Because you know I'm gonna throw some tea of what's going on because I got to. But more things than just gossip.
Yeah. It's necessary. A little bit of substance is necessary.
Absolutely.
Be a lot of brain rot content out there. So
we was talking about the faith versus fear or faith and fear.
Yeah. And just the differences between the two. How sometimes they could kind of like mask each other too. You don't know which is which. And just how they move you or how you move with them. So we were talking about faith and how you have faith if you're not religious or spiritual in regards to like a higher power and what that does for you. So do you feel like you can have faith without being religious or spiritual in regards to giving praise to a higher power?
Yeah, I don't want to put like judgment on nobody's faith at the same time.
I don't think it's judgment. I think healthy conversations are necessary.
In the point where I'm like, okay, if you feel like your faith is monetary to get you to where you gotta go, or your faith is you put your faith in, I don't know, fucking family to get where you gotta go at some point. Like if these things are the things that when you're down they keep you going, I can't judge that and say that my faith in God is more better because you put your faith in one thing. I just know I'm steering on this train. But for you, that might not look, because you might not even believe in religion.
Yeah.
Or a higher power or spiritual. All your things might be earthly.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I don't want to be like, well, that's wrong.
Right. No. Exactly. Yeah, I grew up in the church and was going to church, I should say. My mom wasn't super like, you gotta go, but we grew up going to church. I stayed because I love the music, but I'm not a religious person. That's not something I practice or follow. I got older and I had to, like we all do, had the opportunity to think of what I did and didn't like, or what I did and didn't want to do. But I felt like faith, even outside of believing in a higher power, is still important to have, because it doesn't have to be motivated by God or Buddha or whomever it is you believe in. It could be motivated by something different, like you were saying, earthly sometimes.
Yeah.
I do feel like, I've always said this, you have to be a dummy to believe God is real. You have to be a dummy not to believe that. So it's two different ways of looking at it. It's like, there has to be something bigger than us. What that is, I don't know. But outside of that, to still have faith in certain things, and I feel like the universe, it's a lot bigger than just me. So I do ask the universe for certain things, but I have faith that'll move me. It's just not tied to a higher power specifically.
Word, I feel that.
But I think it's okay whichever way you do look at faith. Yeah,
me too. I'm miles and miles and miles away from cattling people up and saying getting on the faith savior train. I'm miles away from that. I'm gonna be real, because I never operated with the faith at all. For real, it was a fear for me. I don't want to be a failure. I don't want to be stuck living paycheck to paycheck. I don't want to be broke. I already know what that shit do. You know what I'm saying? So that shit scared me. You take wins, you take L's. I'm scared my whole fucking life. And then when you hit the bottom, you kind of look like, what else I got?
Man.
Then you look to the faith, and then I go to faith, and I'm still scared. Am I gonna be accepted? Am I gonna be rejected? Is this shit going, be something I'm even able to walk into? And then I had to realize that you need to stop looking at the earthly things, the pastor, the church, and start looking at the message.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like,
and literally, and that could even be like broadened a bit. I think if you looked at it more like the message, I feel like the message is something anybody should be able to take, whether you're religious, whether you're not religious. There's a message behind a lot of things, and I think if we opened our minds up, we even be able to go look and see what our neighbors practice and what religion they're practicing, and be like, oh, but there's a message behind that, and I could probably still use that in my own, and carry it with me as I walk through life and experience different things.
I feel like that's why I was like, to religion. Because I'm always trying to extract the message. I'm always trying to... Fuck you mean by that?
Yeah. I think you got to be skeptical.
You feel me? I am.
I think religion has done, unfortunately, a pretty good job at clouding the message, tainting the message. It's done a pretty good job at ostracizing people that look like you and I.
Word.
But the message has never changed. It's just a matter of who you're listening to get the message.
Who you're listening to get the message. Yeah. Now let this be known on the microphone that some people gonna see this shit and like, oh, we don't need another podcast. We don't need another person talking. Bop, 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 bop. Fuck that. You do. I'm the person. I'm one of the people need to be getting messages from, especially these youngsters. I'm one of them people. So that's why I'm on a podcast, if you needed to know why. That's one of the whys.
Yeah, but more so than that, just to we have these conversations off the camera, and when you and I have conversations, we're never too big to listen to what the other person is saying and possibly use it, or like, oh, now that I have this information, I'm gonna use it and maybe challenge the way I think. I think that's the biggest thing. It's like some of these people who are behind these podcasts have this one way of thinking, and that's it. There's no room for growth or learning or my bad, I was wrong, or wow, I never thought of that before.
And they're staring.
Staring the ship and not in the right direction.
Yeah. Into it's a wall.
Dark hole. Man.
And you know what's crazy about these red, blue, all mixture pills and all these politics and all these crazy things? It's like people that look like us, we don't never get a say. We just
nah, man. That's always what seems so strange to me. And for a while, I was like,
I need the glass.
I was very much so on the front line of like making sure people with like heteronormativities was like, I was out there fighting for them. Like, nah, look, I was trying to move the needle, and then I was like, yo, there's no spaces for us. Like,
nah, there's not.
There's no spaces, and I just don't see people like standing beside us like, yeah.
You feel me? But you always gonna get those people like, I can't even front. Like, you're gonna get those people who are like in our tribe that go crazy. Like Lena, she's a person that like
yes, but look how important they are though. Like, I've been locked, and it goes beyond the shy, but that's how I was introduced to her work. And what if that never made it to the light? Like, something as special as that, because I saw a lot of intentional spaces behind that, like using black artists.
Dude, the
representation of just like the other than the person that's not this cookie cutter image of what's perceived to be life. Like, I saw a lot of real life things in that throughout all of her work, really. And it's like, what happens if we don't create spaces for people like that to, or if someone like her is not kicking down the door like that? Like, what happens if you never get to see that stuff?
I don't know, just like knowing what she brings and like her way of thought. I just think like she's just one of them spirits that will not, like, she couldn't go unnoticed. She's just one of those trailblazers. You know what I'm saying? In whatever way her spirit is, she's just gonna knock at the fucking door.
She's gonna kick it down and bring it to hinges, huh?
Yeah, she's gonna knock at the door.
Yeah, which I'm I'm appreciative of it. And
Once she
hope
gets,
people
you know
like
what I'm
that.
saying? Because like Anthony Mackie, you have to be chosen sometimes.
Yes. What he was saying made a lot of sense.
Not only was she deserving, she was chosen and ready when they knocked.
Ready.
And when she saw the opportunity, she started getting foot on necks. And every time it was good.
Yes.
It was well thought out. It was intentional. And it was, you know,
it was a matter of when opportunity meets preparedness.
Preparation. Word up.
She was ready. And like I said, I'm just appreciative that I got to be like on the receiving end of seeing that stuff and be like, yes. This was needed.
And you see it, and it's for us too. It's not a gimmick.
Yeah, exactly.
She's not like, it's not a gimmick.
That's the big thing. It's not a gimmick. It's real.
Not a gimmick. That's all I can say.
Real.
It's not a gimmick.
Yeah.
She a real one.
Those spaces are important. I appreciate those.
And we're gonna get more of, you know, those.
Yeah.
Spaces.
Yes. Absolutely.
And the you know, the catalyst doesn't have to look like Lena. She doesn't have to be a mask or whatever.
It doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be a cookie cutter image or ideal.
But I'm out for representation. So at the end of the day, that's what I'm out for.
Representation matters. It always has, and it always will.
Can you put one in there in the freezer? Thanks, gang.
Representation is important. I think it makes very positive impacts, and you see, even just like being a minority or other than or a woman is or whatever it is, representation matters because you see somebody in it, and you're like, oh, I could do that.
Absolutely.
So,
because if you don't get that, you don't even get the fucking ambition or the wherewithal or the confidence to go chase some shit.
Exactly. Nothing. It looks like, oh, that's not meant for me, so you write it off, and it's like, nah, representation matters.
That's why you can't stop at the end of the day because. I just had a fucking call with a person that made me a painting. That was like, I remember you in 10th grade, and I was seeing your shit. And she like 25 now or something. She was like, I was seeing your shit when you had like those long shirts. Like, how the fuck is she thinking of this shit? And I was like, I'm gonna work and save up for that shirt. And she was like, it was $120, and I was like, but how am I gonna like save up for that shirt? And it was just a humbling. Full circle moment, like damn.
Absolutely. When it's like when you think no one's watching or you don't know how long someone's been supporting or just in the back, like yo, I'm with that.
And her art is fire, so like now I'm supporting. It's fucking crazy.
That's definitely a full circle moment.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. I was like, your shit go hard.
Art lives through art, man. I think that's beautiful.
Art lives through art. That's a shirt.
Yeah, put it on a shirt. Yeah, I think this podcast is gonna be important because it's not gonna be brain rot content. It might be a little, but it's not gonna be. I'm so tired of seeing like, should a man pay? Should a woman? Like, I'm so. Can we just have real conversations?
Should a man pay? Should a woman pay?
I'm over it, man. Can we talk about some real stuff, please?
Yeah. But you know, it's like, yeah, but if we're living, you gotta serve what niggas are buying at the end of the day, because that's the only way you could serve the good stuff. You gotta get in with what niggas is buying, and then you gotta switch the recipe.
To an extent, because then it's like, you also gotta serve. You gotta serve people something they didn't know they needed.
Word up.
I be watching Shark Tank heavy sometimes, and they always say you got to come in with a solution to a problem we didn't know we had.
Yeah, gotta solve problems if you want to make money.
That's
everything else is marketing.
That's
you solve a problem, it's really like crack. It sells itself.
It does. It's very true. So, yeah.
But I love it all. I love all the talks. I love the salacious shit. I'm addicted to fucking watching interviews with the Diddy sex workers. I'm fucking addicted. That is
crazy. That is crazy.
I don't know how I got to some of them on my algorithm of YouTube.
Hey,
but once I got the one, they gave me another
YouTube
one.
It's a hole. It's a dark hole. It's a black hole.
I just had to like figure it out, and I think I figured it all out way before the verdict. I predicted exactly what happened, but
I definitely had a conversation with someone. I was like, "Do you think he's gonna get convicted?" I said, "Not everything, because I don't see it."
They didn't have enough, and they didn't have it from the right people.
They did not. I was like,
but he's a piece of shit for putting his hands.
There we go. That's
on,
it. It's
on
really,
women.
it's
He's
really
a piece
simple.
of shit for putting his hands on women. I don't care. He could be a freak. I'm not surprised.
Yeah. No,
but
not at all. Most
what you did to them, that girl, and everybody else could be coming for cash. But what you did to that girl, like knowing that you could have been recording and shit like that, that's kind of wild.
I think that's the wildest part is knowing that that was a public space.
That was a public that's what I'm saying. So in the crib?
Exactly.
You're wild.
Exactly. Not only that, we're not going to act like people didn't know.
But I heard the argument the other day. Somebody said, oh, it was fucking Vlad, of course.
Yeah.
He said, but just look at it from an aerial view. Girl gets with a guy when she's 20 years old, stays with him for 10 years, goes through abuse, however high or low you want to take that, then basically gets 30 M's out the nigga in 10 years. Then he's like, not such a bad job, like if you break it down.
Nah, that's not true.
Like,
I think that's a very reckless thing to say.
That's crazy, nigga.
That's a reckless thing to say.
That's crazy.
That's like, to me, that's like, someone's probably going to go off on this, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's like sending a young 18, 19, 20-year-old off to war, right? Because they signed up for war. And they seen some unimaginable things. And they come back. Let's say, fine. Let's say the same time span, 10 years later, and you give them $30 million. But that PTSD is gonna
still there.
It's
the trauma.
It's that trauma is there. $30 million is gonna do nothing. It's nice to have though, because everybody said, you'd rather cry in a Ferrari any day.
Of course, it's nice to have. But the thing I don't like about people like Vlad, he got this crazy ass platform. I can't even say I don't like him because I don't know the nigga. But people like him is because you fucking say shit like that, and you're, first of all, you ain't close to her and ain't been in the crib or nothing. And second of all, you pocket watching, son. He always fucking pocket watching.
You know, my thing is with Vlad, this might be a little side street, whatever. I think he's a culture vulture, or at least, like, I'm just not a fan of him always talking like all of his topics are hip hop or all things black, and I don't like that. We couldn't get nobody black in there to do that, to have these conversations.
Of course we can. Of course we can.
He says wild things for the grab.
Vlad's most powerful asset is his ability to, like, him and Adam 22 got this ability
yes.
to pull things out of niggas that, like, I've never seen. They just like, hey, throw it. Like, they just throw it in there. They just fucking throw shit in there.
Absolutely. But nah, I think it's a very reckless thing to sit there and say, like, $30 million is it's not a bad gig. Because I hate that we have to do this, but imagine that was your mom, your sister. I hate that we have to break it down to relativity. $30 million, if you watching that up front, is not going to replace any bit of that damage that was done. But you rich, so you going to give me something. I'm leaving with something.
Hell no. But at the end of the day, I don't know them people. So I don't know them people. Could he have gotten? Cause I'm gonna keep it a bean too, because I'm a bean type person. Yeah. Do I think a little is worth 30 M's? I don't know. I don't know, son. I don't know.
I'm just gonna go on the deep end and say 10 years of abuse is not worth $30 million. Cause I think, here's the thing. I think from the information we have been privy to in regards to Cassie, has been a lot of the court case side of it, the law side of it. She doesn't come, which she doesn't have to. We can do our own research and talk to people in our own circles, but no one opens up about the long-term effects of abuse.
But what did they go out for domestic violence?
Who go out for domestic violence? What you mean?
Cassie and them. Did somebody file against him for domestic violence?
That's not what Cassie filed for. I think it was like all encompassing.
Why?
Right? Why didn't she?
Yeah, for real, because that seems like to be some shit that, like,
it was all encompassing. It was like she told everything. She put everything in the lawsuit.
Word.
It was a civil suit, so
because that's what I feel like he is the most guilty of around all this shit. Is like, I'm pretty sure that he like beat her ass and gave her Stockholm syndrome.
Oh, absolutely.
That's what I really think. And people are like, why didn't she leave? I'm like, bro, why do people get kidnapped? And the kidnapped girl will walk to the store and come back.
Like, I think if you can ask that question in a million different ways. You can say, why didn't she leave? It's like, why was we slaves for 400 years?
And now to start a rebellion.
And now everybody's mad. It's not the same. It's like, Kanye is a crazy individual. I think a lot of stuff he says is crazy. But one thing I had to take and receive when he was like, we was like willingly slaves for a little while.
Yeah. Yeah.
He might have some. Okay, there might be some sort of.
Everything he says has merit. It's almost like Scientology crazy.
I don't know about everything, but some of the stuff he says, I'm like, oh,
I believe 98% of this shit this nigga says is true. I believe that shit.
But he's not a dummy, and we was privy to grow up with him when he was just knocking stuff out the park. He still does sonically, but we knew a Kanye before the current one. His genius, his college educated sound, like we knew.
Yeah, he's fire, but it's like
I say all that to say this, like he's not a dummy.
Of course
he's not. He's not a dummy.
He's not only not a dummy. He's an elite member of fucking celebrity. He's not like one of them little boys. That nigga's Kanye fucking West. You think some of the shit he's saying is a fucking joke? That he been in some rooms, man.
Oh yeah, that's it, and it's that simple. Because what we talking about?
Son been in some rooms. He was married
since 2002, 2003. Before then,
right? For what?
For his career, essentially.
When it started, yeah, like 2000.
Yeah.
Let me see. I was a freshman. 2000.
But yeah.
Through the wire.
Nah, but he was making beats for Jay and them before then. So,
way before then, but I'm talking about like Kanye West.
That was such a beautiful era of music. Just watching Kanye for the first
But now that same guy has lost his mind so much. This is where we at. That he could say, yo, I sucked my cousin's dick. Or my cousin sucked my dick. We watch the porno magazines. It's like, this nigga's so far gone and nobody even cares. Like, he thought he was going to get that shock value, son. I'm like, nigga, you got more shock value throwing away 1,000 Yeezy shirts in a dumpster.
Yeah, I think it's because... How long has he been doing the shock value stuff for, though? Like, at least 10. The first thing he did was when he went on stage with Taylor Swift, right?
Yeah, but he got a pattern. Every 3 or 4 years, he'll throw the Kraza shit. Like,
right,
he
but
off his meds.
But that's baseline now. So, yeah, you're not going to be shocked too much more from... Like, we expect that from him now.
But I feel like he got to rev it up. If he not revving... But it leads me... As soon as he said that shit on Wax, I'm like... Damn, this nigga running out of shit to say next. What the fuck is you gonna say, gang?
He's an interesting character, but I do feel like this: when you are a certain level of artist, you're a certain level of crazy, and it's really just that simple. You could take it how you want to take it, but you can't be like the greatest of the greatest and not be in art and not be a little weird. Look, historically, you gonna be a little weird. Your brain is different.
Everybody's weird. If you got 100 million eyes on you, everybody's weird. Because there's so many different people that's comparing and contrasting. You're gonna be weird.
There's levels of weird.
What are those?
Like Michael Jackson was weird. I'm a big fan of Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was weird, but how can you not be weird when since the age of 6 you've been one of the most successful artists ever? How can you not be weird when you can stand on stage for 10, 15 minutes and everyone screams and you haven't said anything?
Yeah, but I wouldn't compare like a Michael Jackson to a Kanye West.
No, their levels of weird are up there though. I'm saying, cause like you could say that, but like do we think Beyonce is weird? You think she's the same weird that Kanye West is? Cause I don't think so. I can't. Jay-Z? We don't think Jay-Z is weird, do we?
I can't. I have my thoughts about Jay-Z, even though I think he's the best rapper.
The level of weird I'm talking about.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, what is that?
What is weird?
What is like artist weird?
There's things I think that Kanye has done, created art-wise, music-wise, where people are like, damn, that was genius. You see the videos now of them breaking down how he came up with a beat. And people being like, yo, his mind is different, right?
Yeah.
I feel like for your mind to be that different, you are going to be weird. And that's okay. Weird is okay to an extent. Weird is okay. Like, as long as there's no, like, disrespect. But weird is okay.
Yeah, shit going down.
You're gonna be weird.
I just feel like you're just going to be unique and different and eccentric and have those, like, because you're artistic as fuck. I wouldn't consider you, like, a weird, like, if you left my life for 5 years, niggas bring your name up. I'm not going to be like, yo, Bree was mad weird.
Yeah, but have you I don't feel like I think we're both talented, but I'm never like, yo, how did he do that? Like, I'm like, yo, that was beautiful. I never would have thought of that. But I'm never like, whoa.
You ever been like that for Kanye West?
Listening to some of his beats when people break them down and how he made them, yes.
Oh yeah, no, not me.
No, never.
No.
So never,
No.
you never been like that.
No, not over Kanye West.
I think earlier, and I think he had.
I respect him though, but he always been a self-proclaimed genius to me. Like, so I'm not. It's
Okay.
like
Okay.
like Walt Disney said, like, you trying to be. He says it out like about like Walt Disney, Bernardo. No, do you know Walt Disney created the world and then brought everybody into it, and Kanye kind of
Brand from just the
the beat maker, exactly.
I think that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, for sure.
But I also think, to be perfectly honest, I think the last, you could chime in if you think differently, the last 5 to 10 years of Kanye's career or platform or stage has not really been on the backs of black people. Like, I feel like I don't see, I see a shift in.
I feel like Switzerland and Russian kids.
Like, I feel like we not. Yeah, I don't feel like we're amplifying the stuff that Ye be do. I feel like a lot of it has turned into a bit of a hype beast culture in who consumes.
But he's a hype beast person. He
hasn't always been like that though. You think he's always been like that?
Think about it, Bree. Think about it, Bree. Everybody else in the S. Dot Carters and long button ups, he want to pop the collar and shit.
Yeah,
And pink.
I thought that was like some college shit. Some like this.
That's what we thought. That shit was marketing. That shit was explosive.
Maybe
that shit. Run through the trajectory of his career while he's here. He been on that every 3-4 years. I'm off my med shit.
Oh, that too. Also,
no disrespect.
Yeah, that's the part I think we didn't acknowledge. That is he does have some mental health issues, which we don't talk about enough.
No disrespect.
We don't talk about enough.
But he's dope. Like, as a, I think he's fucking dope.
I think from an artistic standpoint, I think it's always to be like respected or recognized or acknowledged in regards to what his collection has contributed to the culture.
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, you
that
got
shit
to.
Is crazy. That shit is crazy.
But I'm old though. I'm more like fucking. I'm excited about this Clips album.
Yeah,
you feel me,
man.
I'm excited about the Clips album.
Okay.
I'm more on that. I'm more on that type of vibe.
Always. I'm just on the vibe of listening to rappers that can rap on beat, and we don't really have rappers that do that anymore. I don't like that.
Man, you gotta.
I'm not a fan of that.
We gotta go back to, we gotta listen to people like Benny the Butcher, Conway, Griselda, whole upstate Griselda gang.
That's they gonna call us old heads for that.
What?
They gonna call us old. I think Benny the Butcher got some heat, man. But that's that underground rap though. That was always, I feel like, a certain pocket of music was them underground tracks that you hear. Cause even people gonna call me crazy, but even Jay-Z, people know who Jay-Z is now, but a lot of his earlier stuff was more like real street shit.
Yeah, he was on a lot of features.
Shit. It was like, he wasn't like Kanye West was more.
Yeah, Kanye West is a fucking pop star, but at the end of the day,
which is cool.
If I'm listening to rap,
Yeah.
I'm listening to rap. If I'm listening to Drake got his own genre in my head.
Does.
I'm listening to Drake. Kendrick do too. I'm listening to Drake. I'm listening to Kendrick.
Yeah.
You feel me? They're both different genres. So to me, they all live upstairs. But when I want like some real rap, I'll start listening to Benny or some shit like that.
Yeah, nah, I get that. I get that. Sometimes
38 Special.
Especially when you need to get to a certain mentality, you need to just lock in. I feel like that's what that's good for.
Yeah, fuck it. When I'm in that zone, like that's ramen noodle zone. Ramen noodle zone is different.
Exactly. But you know what? One thing I saw with Kendrick that I kind of feel like came on the heels of his last 2 years in music, I feel like Kendrick has now reached a new audience of people, almost somewhat pop. Like, I see the kids listening to Kendrick now, and I like it.
Yeah, it's fire.
I love that because I feel like he always deserved that, but he didn't get that. So I'm willing. I'm GNX. Like, I'm riding with my nephew to go to the batting cages. He's 10, and he's like, yo, I'm like, what you want to listen to? He said, can you put Kendrick on? So I put it on.
Louis too.
And he know all the words, and I'm like, I love this.
It's like Nas.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
You know when Nas used to drop back in the day? and motherfuckers just like, you riding with the message and you just knowing
it's
the
like,
whole
and
fucking
you knew
thing.
it. It was like, what? I love that.
You know,
Cause we ain't been there in a minute. The kids is listening to
we ain't
Kendrick.
been there in a minute. The kids is listening to Kendrick.
Kids is listening to Kendrick, and I love that.
Kids on Kendrick, man.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Kids
it.
on Kendrick.
Cause what other like raw rap music are kids listening to?
I remember moving to Cali around when I was 21. About to be, must have been 2011, Genki.
Yeah.
Right when Section 80 came out
Man.
from Kendrick. When I tell you, niggas was
how was it?
Bro, this is a time where I'm talking about Tyler the Creator was still on Melrose at the 100 store with Sid.
Yeah.
All these little Wolfgang
Underrated
niggas.
artists.
All these little niggas was out. I don't even think he might have not even. They might have not even just started being artists.
Yeah, they was still
like 2011 just started. They was like.
I love what our future represents.
Young fucking kids, man. I used to go shopping on Melrose, see these little niggas. Anyway.
Yeah.
Around that time. Section 80 was like a wave in Cali.
Yeah.
There wasn't one nigga I went to college to that wasn't bumping Section 80.
I think you gotta you have to paint the picture, because what I noticed was Kendrick. I feel like we will consume music very, very broadly, rap music, except for West Coast stuff. West Coast stuff, the entire nation don't grab it as much as we grab everything else. Like we'll bump some shit from Atlanta, we'll bump some shit from anywhere else. But when it's West Coast, in the beginning of Kendrick's career, you're talking about Section 80, I feel like that didn't make it all the way over to the East Coast. So I want you to just like paint a picture of what, because even I felt the same way with Nipsey.
Yeah. It was such a regional market that
exactly
everybody. You just felt like this wave. I'll never forget. It was this wave of fucking J-Rock, Kendrick, YG, Nipsey, right? Woo. So then, but there was something about Kendrick's music that was just different. He was like what he's doing now. He was like hard lyrics, penetrating.
Yeah.
That song, Rigor Mortis, the crack of egg in your bastard, the bastard. I can hear it right in my head.
It was calculated and it was unapologetic, and it was like, I'm here.
Yeah, my brother came to visit.
Yeah.
We went to a show at the Music Box. It's called the Music Box, right on Hollywood Boulevard. Yeah. And this is the fucking show where Game and Snoop and everybody was there, and they like passing the torch to the West Coast. That shit was fire.
Yeah. Yes.
And I knew it. I was like, oh, this little nigga's next.
Yeah.
This little nigga's next.
I remember the first song I heard by Kendrick. I think it's called "She Needs Me." It was a song. I used to. This was back when MTV played music videos. I would fall asleep on the couch. It was summertime. Fell asleep on the couch. TV's on, and his song must have been on, because I woke up out my sleep and I was like, I like this song. It's like 2 a.m. I woke up out my sleep to. At the time, it wasn't Shazam. It was Soundhound, I think. To Soundhound it and look up the track. And that was my introduction to Kendrick. And I was like, yo, I love this. But he still wasn't. People weren't talking about him on the East Coast yet.
Yeah, what? Nah.
They wasn't talking about him yet. So
I had to call my brother and like, yo, you heard of Kendrick Lamar? He like, yeah. I'm like,
shit is crazy, man. I love it, though. I love it. West Coast culture is sacred. I'll say that. But it is very regional. I feel like it doesn't make it all the way. I see East Coast culture make it all the way over here, but I don't see West Coast culture make it all the way up and down the East Coast as predominantly. But that's okay, though.
Yeah, for sure. I don't either.
That's okay. It's so cool and swaggy in its own thing. Like, I love it.
Like, growing up, I never thought I'd even acclimate to the West Coast as well as I have.
It's
I know I'm going around this motherfucker.
Yeah. I know where I'm going here better than I know where I'm going back home.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love it. I love
Absolutely.
everything about it. I love the open-mindedness. I love the street, the rawness. I love everything about it. The food.
Here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Only thing is, like,
it has its downsides, though.
The New York. Oh, man, if I could bring my friends from New York to L.A.
Yeah.
Or if I could just have this weather in New York, I'm gone.
Oh my God.
Fucking gone.
That's the one thing it took a while.
I'm fucking gone. I'll trade the beach too. Word up. I'll trade the beach for my peoples. I'm gone.
Oh, absolutely. It took a minute for me to get used to the LA weather though, because humidity. I wasn't really sure how that didn't work out here and why that wasn't out here. So I didn't realize it could be like,
Imagine no humidity in New York.
that'd be no mosquitoes. Well, not as many. That'd be crazy.
Could you fucking imagine? I'd never be. I would.
Listen,
LA wouldn't exist in my mind.
I'm about to say, first of all, it's probably for the best. It's probably for the best. You know how niggas would be back home with no humidity?
Niggas would be a double cribbed up.
Man, listen. Nah, it's probably for the best. Niggas that have a marathon cookout. Cookout would be like 12 hours long, 24 hours long. Just because they can.
Word. That would be a beautiful thing. That'd be a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I want to bring that to life. Because New York just hit different, gang.
It does, man. Summer times. That was the one thing I did miss when I first moved out. Summer nights. Because, you know, when the sun goes down out here, it can get a little chilly.
Yeah.
Sun go down over there in the summertime. That humidity is there
Still
to stay.
hot.
It's
Still
still
hot.
there to stay.
Still
so
hot.
That I did miss that vibe, them summer nights. But yeah, nah, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's the vibeiest thing.
That's it. So yeah, how long we been? It's probably good, right?
36 minutes.
Oh yeah, we've been going.
We close it out or something.
Yeah. That's the second pilot. Hopefully the last.
Hopefully the last one. Nobody gets to hear if we could shoot something sustainable. That'd be dope.
I'm down for that.
Where should we put this other camera?
If there's only one, I would say, honestly, probably on you.
Peace. You want it on you so you could do some caption cuts?
Whatever.
Put it on you.
Whatever's clever.
Put it on you, because I know that he could bounce this conversation right now in post. This
All right,
nigga
let's do it.
All right, one. Thanks for
it.
watching Pilot 2. This podcast has no name, though.
A podcast with no name.
But Joe Budden was like, I'll name this later. That was like the original name of the Joe Budden podcast,
All right.
which blows me off.
All right. It'll come to us by the end of the day.
Pilot 2.
That's it.
Not like a podcast, like, you know, some music shit.
Yeah.
What do you guys feel about your direction in life?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. There we go. Now we got direction.
Oh, she set us up. Okay.
Now I was playing. This is Pilot 3. And that's the name of it, because this is the third time of us doing this. Not the third time today, but the third execution.
Go around.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Oh shit, I got a text message. Oh, it's a phone call from
wait,
Portland, Oregon. If it ain't Nike, I ain't answering.
How you know?
I don't answer. If it don't have a name, I don't answer it.
Yeah, if you're not in my phone, I don't answer it either.
I know spam callers be pissed. They be like,
my nigga, I get so many fucking bill collectors calling me from all types of area codes.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Ridiculous. But anyway, we back on the podcast, nigga.
Yeah, that's how you gotta be. I was serious about that question, right? Like, how do you feel about your direction in life right now? No tacky shit.
No tacky shit.
Well, being perfectly transparent, I feel like definitely a planted seed, right? But with a planted seed, it's a little murky down there. It's a little muddy. It's a little unclear. I'll be completely honest, but I've always known that like this little uncomfortable part got to be on the side of something beautiful. I don't know what it is though, but yeah, for me, it's just a little all over the place. I'm not gonna lie. 2025 has been a year.
Already.
It's been a year.
Already.
But it has to be for something better. I hope. That's it.
I mean, I feel it. You know what I'm saying? Me, myself, I think I could work a lot harder in the direction that I want to head in. But all in all, like, I really feel like I put myself there mentally to get to where I need to go. But the direction is just like the unknown. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's the scary part. Because I know where the fuck I want to go, but I don't know how to get there. Or I feel like I'm doing the steps, but still in all, it's just not catching.
Yeah.
It's not catching, yeah.
It's not catching, man.
That's how I feel, too. I feel like you throw mad shit at the wall until it catches type shit. And I feel like for the first time, I feel like, okay, I kind of see a through line, and I kind of see things that are real beyond my mirage. I feel like... a lot of niggas be in the mirage land.
Oh yeah,
you set up what you think you doing, nigga, but you ain't really doing what you think you doing. You feel me?
True.
It's difficult because we are in a field where there's no how to. It's not like, okay, go to school, you get good grades, and then you're gonna get a good job. We're in a creative field, all of us, and it's difficult. It's like, and it'll be people from the outside like, yo, I love your work, keep doing what you're doing, you gotta keep going. Not knowing the bills is due, and we don't know we don't know where the next job is at.
Well, here's the thing too, because we want to work, we want consistent money, but we also dream chasers, right?
Yeah.
So when you think about who wants it bad enough, it's like everybody will pray for cake, and God will give you the pots, the pan, the oil, all that shit, and then you just can't bake that cake, so you leave the kitchen. So who really wants it? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because we got everything. I think we got everything. It's just putting the pieces to the puzzle together. Shit.
Who really want it is like, that's such a true thing.
It is.
People want a lot of what they're not willing to risk to get what they want. Mm-hmm. But then again, you could also know what you want and be steadfast in the pursuit and still not get the shit. Yeah. So I think it's really about never giving up, and that shit sound corny as fuck. But
nah, I agree.
It's really that simple.
I agree because like you gonna look dumb until you get it. So I'm just gonna keep going because if it happens at 50, no one's gonna be like, oh, that was dumb.
Well, why didn't it happen? Why didn't it happen 10 years ago?
Yeah, that part irritate me, but no one's gonna like once it happens, whatever it's supposed to pop for you, no one's gonna be like, oh, that was dumb. You like you might look silly now, but Viola Davis didn't pop until she was how old?
That's offending,
right? Mm-hmm. But God forbid if she what would have happened if she stopped?
I don't shouldn't be no Viola Davis. I will say this though, I would advise people to make sure you put in parameters in your life where you just not out here doing things that gotta come before you, because you can't do shit like that. Like you ain't really much movement of me not giving up when my shit not working. I need the bread and I got kids. I'm gonna have to go back to whatever's gonna work right now. But like if you single, I think you got more leverage and more wiggle room. You feel me?
For sure. Yeah.
You could definitely leave your kids, but then you're gonna be a deadbeat ass.
It's gonna be like
I wouldn't suggest you do that.
And I'm not a nigga with kids, but you know what the excuse is? I'm out here doing it for you. Yeah. You know I'm out here doing it for you.
It is the pursuit though. That's what it is. It's the pursuit.
I wanna be done with the pursuit.
Me too.
Me
tres. All three of us.
It's a treyway, nigga.
Me too.
I mean, to be honest, man, life is just, it's hitting hard on everybody right now, man. If you think about the economy too, a lot of these millionaires that was 500 million up, they down to like 30, nigga. Shit is
dog. Everybody feeling it. I'm seeing niggas shit clothes and all types of shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Man. And that's a humbling thing too, isn't it? Like to be like, okay, not saying I failed as a person, but this endeavor here didn't work. I gotta go bankrupt. I gotta do this. I gotta pivot and do all that.
It goes back to this quote that I love when you say that. I'd rather have a life filled with oh wells than what ifs.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because I think what ifs is the worst thing to live with.
I'd rather know.
You know
I'd rather know.
I'm trying to understand how people think that they can like move up the scale. Cause like in my mind, I think of things as a pie. So you got like my family life is a pie, my work is a pie, my girl life, my romantic relationship as a pie, bills are a pie, things I need is a pie, like my business, like all these things are a pie in my life. And as one moves up, they all end up moving up. I'm just like, how the fuck are people scaling their lives to be up to get a yacht?
Man,
crazy,
man.
And then the upkeep on shit like that.
You know what I mean?
It's crazy.
Like in my mind, I'm really trying to process. Okay, well, this part of the pie got to be this much, and I'm like doing the monetary math, and I'm like, how the fuck does this nigga got a yacht, son?
Yeah. Spill, man.
And then I meet a kid that's like, yeah, you know, I'm about to be a rapper. I'm about to get a yacht. And part of me is like, yeah, son, believe, dream. And the other part of me is like, you know what you gotta do to get you know how much this shit gonna cost?
You might have to sell something, man.
Might have to sell
Well, I know that. You know what? I was watching. Well, I think I saw it on Instagram where they were talking about the percentage of rich people. They had like, a certain amount of millionaires, right? And entrepreneurs hold about 78% of that shit. So people like in fashion, music, acting, they only hold like fucking 7%.
Yeah, hell
you understand
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Oh, that sounds better. Yeah, there you go.
I'm up on it.
Yeah.
Now I'm ready to sing to the crowd, nigga.
Now you're rubbing the golden rod.
Pause. Yeah, see? Nah. You took that wrong, son.
My man.
Man.
Nah, but that's real though. You know what I'm saying?
But the creators and stuff have never really been the breadwinners and stuff.
Never.
Look at streetwear. Where did that shit start?
The breadwinners are the that goes back to our conversation a while ago. The breadwinners are niggas like the things that could be sold and they are going to fold and be malleable within the things that sell. Marketability is way more than talent.
Yeah.
If you willing to show your ass and jump off the roof, we want you.
Yeah. And I think very few times do the few like overlap. Where you got something that's genuine and marketable, but
like a Chance the Rapper.
Yeah, exactly.
Bacala.
Feels very real.
I think it was very real.
I think
you know
so
what I'm saying?
too.
I think that was very real. I like that Tizo touchdown fool too.
Oh yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, I like that little
He's
fool.
cool. I love that. He's in his own lane. He's
I don't know. But he got that song. It's starting to burn a hole in my pocket. I like that.
God,
guy.
I hate Monday. Ain't that his song?
I don't know. He's probably got a ton
He's
of
cool.
shit.
He's cool, man. He's cool.
And he's from like Beaumont, Texas. So I fuck with that.
Okay.
I drove through there before. Ain't shit. So I gotta respect it.
Really?
If you come from that, gotta respect it, huh?
Exactly. Ain't shit in Beaumont. Respectfully.
Man. Nah, he's cool.
Well, you was
He's
just
cool.
out there recently?
Nah, remember last summer at the van van situation? Yeah.
Oh
Yeah, nigga went vanned out. Drove halfway across the country, man.
You sure the fuck did. That's for sure.
I sure the fuck did. In the midst of like tornadoes and shit at night. You ever drove at night and when you see the open fields in like Texas and shit, tornado,
No.
there yonder.
No, never did that. I don't think that's.
Yeah, nah.
Nah.
That
You said
sound like
that-
some Twister
Yeah.
shit.
Spinning all crazy.
I'm good on that one. You said that like. You said
With
that like you
rain
ever went for
busting.
a ride? Nah, never did that.
I
Rain
remember
busting.
one time, no lie, I was on a plane leaving Vegas. I was 17,
Yeah.
coming from a training camp. And they had one of those little tornadoes. I was on the
Hell
plane and I
no.
watched that. Think about it. I'm 17
Hell.
from Brooklyn. And I'm looking, I'm like, yo, that shit is about to erupt in something crazy.
I'm good.
Which it didn't. It was just like a sand fucking storm or a little...
They knew, but you didn't.
Oh, yeah. No, I definitely didn't, nigga. I was scared to death. And that was my first time on a plane, too.
Yeah, it was when you went to the boxing train. Nah, man, I'm good. No, thank you.
Yeah,
Anything Mother Nature, we are just totally unprepared
You gotta humble yourself and just be like, okay,
for her.
your world, not mine.
I'm good on shit like that. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all both being from the East Coast. You've
Yeah.
experienced an earthquake?
And
I mean, I know you have. Have you?
Shit, not till I got out here.
No, but I'm saying
Yeah,
out here.
Yeah.
And what did that do to you?
That shit told me I'm not in control. I said, yo, first of all, I thought the building was coming down. I didn't even think that it was an earthquake. I was like, oh shit, this was like 10 years ago. First guy here, I was probably here for 1-2 months.
Damn.
The building started shaking. Because I was probably on the 5th floor in an apartment in Westwood. And you know, the higher up you get, the more dramatic it feels.
Oh,
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is the day. And then it was like, my roommate was like, nah, that's just an earthquake. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm tripping.
That shit crazy.
I'm tripping. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready.
Nigga,
For me, I was fascinated with the way it moved through the room.
I'm
Like the
wasn't
way the
fascinated with
sound
none of that shit.
waves came through and it shook shit. It was unlike a shake I ever seen before because it was like a liquid, like molten shake. Everything just caught a different vibe, like something that cannot be created from us.
Yeah.
Like we can't push something or vibrate something or
Yeah.
ding something. In that way, you gotta like see an earthquake move through the fucking room. That shit, even waste
No, you
things
don't.
shake, it just moves through. Energy wise, this shit was fucking fascinating to me.
It's humbling. It's humbling because you are